Hi, beautiful souls. Welcome to this reading focused around the Aries New Moon, which was on March 29th, and how it is affecting you. Sorry for the blurriness. All right. Let's get into it. I hope that the new moon has been treating you well, has not been too rough. That it has been aligning you to your highest good. All right, I'm feeling a little bit of stress. As I say that, the Six of Swords comes out. I sense this feeling of not being sure what to do. But I don't know why, because you already know the answer. And you also know not only the answer, but that it's going to work. But sometimes when we are crossing a threshold, it can feel a little bit scary. Because we know that once we cross that threshold, it's almost like there's no turning back. Once it's done, it's done. Once we've crossed, we've become a new person with a new perspective, more expanded, and we can't go back to who we used to be. And sometimes it scares us, not only because it is change, and change can be scary, but also because when we cross a threshold, it is entering the unknown. Who are we going to be meeting up with when we're in this new version of ourselves? And who are we going to have to let go? The thing you need to keep in mind is there's nobody that you need to let go when you cross the threshold. Everybody you love can still be there and join you. If anything, they can help you. And they would love to. With regards to who you're now going to start bringing into your life, you have control over who you let into your life. Now, if this, let's say, is a work situation, and maybe that means, oh, you're going to be moving to a different team, and there's going to be different people that you're working with, or a team that you do work with is going to have a new member that now you have to interact with. You might think, well, I don't have control over that. That's true to an extent, but it's not true completely. You don't have to engage with them more than you need to, and your energy can shift, one, how they interact with you, and two, how much they're going to be in your space. With whoever you feel stuck with, find the growth opportunity in it. Learn as much as you can from that experience. Maybe you need to learn to set boundaries. Maybe you need to learn to speak up. Maybe you need to learn to speak up more sternly. Maybe you need to learn to speak up more gently. Maybe you need to not feel like you have to be present all the time. Maybe you're working with some new colleagues and their energy just isn't really right for you. And so you have to work with them. But they also want to go out for lunch. And you may feel like, well, I don't really want to, but I guess I have to because it's important for my career to be networking and getting along with my colleagues. And the thing is you don't have to join lunch every single time. And sometimes you come across stronger when you're missed. take a look at the cards. I feel a sense of lost love, like maybe in your partnership, you're feeling a sense of loss. Maybe you feel like you're about to lose someone. Maybe you feel like you're together, but you've lost some of your connection. This is temporary. This is temporary. If you wonder if you should be doing something different, I feel the answer is no, not necessarily, unless you feel called to it. I think there's a lot of joy that you're not focusing on, that you should recognize more than you are. You may be talking to your guides a little bit too much, starting to rely on them, build some dependence, not thinking for yourself as much. I think you enjoy collaborating with others more than you realize, or more than you give yourself credit for, or more than you admit. When you collaborate with others, that's kind of when the magic happens for you. So if you're trying to come up with an idea, let's say at work, maybe bring in some others and lead a team. If you're trying to build a business, maybe find some partners. There's a lot that wants to move forward, full forge ahead, but you are holding it back. And that is because of your own limitations or the limitations of your thinking. So you may think, I should do this by myself, or I'd rather do this by myself, when in truth, you would actually rather do it with someone else. The reason that you're not wanting to do it with another person is because of ego. That maybe you feel like, well, I want to prove to myself that I can do it by myself. I want to prove to myself that I earned it, or that I'm capable. And if that's not really going to help you get where you want to go, then you're creating issues for no reason. You're allowing your ego to get in the way of what you truly want, and it's affecting your ability to manifest right now. So release the ego. Tune into your guides, yes, but remember to tune into what your needs and wants are too. So maybe when you're working with your guides, you are putting your own needs and wants aside instead of having a conversation with them about it. You know, maybe they're being like, do this, do this, do this. And you're like, okay, I really would rather do this other thing, but okay. Instead, just talk to them about it and say like, hey, I know you want me to do X, Y, Z. Really, I also want to do ABC, or I'd rather do ABC, and have a conversation with them on it. And they will either be like, you know what, let's see what ABC is about, and maybe let's refine it to be something that works for both of us. Or they might say, yeah, ABC sounds great. Or they might say, hey, you know what, I don't think you should do ABC, and here's why. And here's why we're saying X, Y, Z. And you'll feel better in doing X, Y, Z now and stepping away from ABC temporarily because you understand the why. So you may be working very closely with your guides, but not really to the full extent. And so you're over relying and depending because you don't understand the why, and you're not having those deeper conversations. But if you understood the why, you would not feel like you need to ask them for every little thing, because you would understand the bigger picture better. And you also would not be relying on just what they want you to do. You'd be having a conversation about what you want and creating more balance. Some of you may feel like you're struggling with money, but you have more than you realize. It may feel like the money that you want is stagnant, and that's why you're stressed about it. It's like, yeah, I know I have some, but not a lot is coming in. So I feel limited because I only have so much and I'm not getting more. Do your best to heal around that, because I think more wants to come in. Some of you may also have dealt with a heartbreak. It does not have to be love, though. There could have been something very disappointing that occurred. Something that you really thought was not going to pan out that way. You really thought you were going to have positive results, and then you got disappointed. It's important that you don't get into addictive thinking, negative thoughts, allowing that disappointment to derail what you're going to do next. If you're allowing your thoughts to derail, and you're focused on the heartbreak too much, that's because you're focused on the present too much and the past. And it's important that you think about what's next and how am I going to prepare? What am I going to do differently? Because a lot wants to move forward, full forge ahead. So you have to get out of your own way. There's a lot that you have to give, and there's also someone out there that wants to give to you. There may be more about the second part, like people wanting to give to you. So receive. This is a time to receive, especially since you have dealt with a disappointment. Heal yourself by receiving what is coming. Don't say no to it. If it feels good, don't say no to it. And it should feel good. You have a lot of strength, but you're not drawing on it. Inner strength. Now is the time to draw on it. You have it. It may feel like the road you're on is lonely. And in some ways it is. It's a journey that only you are really going on. At least within your inner circle. But people are doing the best that they can in order to support you. So see that as togetherness. So maybe that's why you're feeling loss of connection. Or maybe your partner is feeling loss of connection with you. Is because there is this feeling like, well, you can't really understand. I'm in this alone. But I feel that someone is doing their best to show up. So they're doing all that they can do. So honor that. Because the situation may make it to where it's impossible for them. Like, it's just impossible for them to be able to offer any more than they are. Just because of the nature of the scenario. Your heartbreak is not going to be for forever. Whatever this disappointment is, it's either for the best or things are going to transform. I get the number 4, so maybe it's April, 4th month, or maybe it's within 4 weeks or 4 months. So I think it's either going to be April or 4 months. Just keep focusing on building. If you keep focusing on building, then your energy will not get trapped. You will be able to receive. You will be forging full speed ahead. The victory that you thought was yours is yours. It is yours. It's meant for you. Just maybe it didn't come in the way that you wanted it to, or maybe it's going to come just a little bit delayed. It will give you the balance that you need if you continue to build. It will help with your manifestation. It will help with your focus and clarity. It will help you let go of limited abundance thinking. So focus on building, focus on what's next. And that will give you a lot of empowerment. Let's pull one last card. Any final messages, Spirit, that you would like to share with us regarding how the Aries moon is affecting us? Okay, yeah, like I said, a lot of building. So we have the root chakra. That's very much about abundance. That's very much about the groundwork of building the tangible, the physical. What are we doing? How are we grounding ourselves? What are we manifesting here in the physical realm? Are we allowing our ego to get in the way? Or are we really focused on what we need to do? Are we overindulging in spiritual guidance, or are we having a balance between what we need here in the physical and the guidance that we're receiving? So I would say that the energy is a little bit, there's things to work through here for all of us. But honestly, like, while things may not seem super positive in the moment, they're actually really positive. The connection that we feel like we've lost or isn't as strong is there. The work we've been doing with our guides is powerful and it's been good, and we just need to make a tweak so that we feel better about it. The disappointment that we experience is not a forever thing. There is going to be victory. Any manifestation that we feel has been stunted will get removed, like that stunting will get removed as we release our ego around thinking that things need to materialize in a particular way. And if we collaborate, we'll have a lot more success and wins. So with that, I will leave you here. Thank you so much as always. And I will catch you in the next one.